and today we are going to be talking about gold and silver end of week review, the FOMC meeting special yesterday, and we'll be reviewing the latest developments in the commodities market, analysing the week's performance. So we're going to be looking, during this live session, guys, we're going to be looking at end of week summary for gold, silver and oil. We're going to look at the top trades of the week, and we are going to look at the live market commentary and technical analysis and the week ahead as well, so key events to look forward to. Breaking news last night, Federal Reserve announces QE3. So for those of you who weren't trading yesterday or didn't see this, gold and silver rocketed yesterday as the US Federal Reserve, they announced QE3. They committed to purchase $40 billion in mortgage-backed securities every month, ongoing, which is effectively, QE to infinity. So in the space of just very short few hours, 3 hours, gold actually increased from $1,717 an ounce to $1,771. A huge move, actually, 3.14% move. And silver increased from $32.71 an ounce to $34.77, up 6.5%. So it was a massive move yesterday. QE3 we have been expecting for quite some time, and the Federal Reserve finally delivered last night, and the market certainly reacted in very quick fashion. And if you managed to trade those like ourselves, some of our traders, we had some fantastic moves yesterday. You can actually see on the chart there just two screenshots of the huge upside move last night when the QE3 was actually announced. So just quickly, a bit about myself and Nick, for those of you who are new to the Gold and Silver Club. So I'm Phil Carr. I'm a professional trader, trainer and speaker. I'm the co-founder director of the Gold and Silver Club. I specialize in teaching people to make money from trading the biggest financial markets in the world, so Forex, gold, silver and oil. I've trained hundreds of individuals to become independent traders and successfully manage their own investment portfolio. I'm also responsible for the research and development of the Gold and Silver Club's trademark strategies, which have a proven record of generating traders' returns. Also a regular contributor to a number of financial and business publications, and speak at numerous trading seminars and workshops, sharing knowledge with investors who have a similar passion for trading. And this is Nick Kelsey, who is, he's actually going to be joining me on the call very shortly. He's just coming off coaching some of our clients. We had such big moves yesterday. Another workshop is overrun, so Nick's going to be joining us very shortly. But Nick is a professional investor, trader and speaker. He began his career within private wealth management in 2002 before making the transition into proprietary trading. Also the co-founder of the Gold and Silver Club, Nick spent over 5 years coaching professional fund managers and traders internationally for some of the world's top-tier hedge funds and investment banks. And it's through his first-hand relationships with some of the world's most successful traders that he's discovered the formula, mindset, and tools that can give any individual the definitive edge to make money in any economy. And he writes for a number of global business and financial publications and appears frequently on television. That's a bit about myself and Nick, so you're in very safe hands this morning. Okay, so let's quickly get this nice and interactive. Can anybody tell me what the gold price is right now? Anybody looking at the spot price or would like to hazard a guess? That's close enough, to be honest, in that we're currently trading at a roughly $1,774, which is actually, just looking at my charts now, so we've had this, in this past 2 weeks on gold, we've moved up 5.29%, or 5.3% now. And, sorry, spot price is $1,777. We've moved up 5.3%. And for the year, gold is currently up 12.62%. And looking at silver, silver has actually doubled this. So silver's return year to date is 24%, which is huge. And in the last 2 weeks, silver's actually gone up over almost 11%, and in the last 3 months, 26%. So well worth looking at. gold, silver, and oil actually today as well. Oil is breaking out to the upside very much. So we'll cover all of those today. Okay, great. Oh, that was, Linda's just saying that was the high of 1780. Okay, great, thank you. So, no, you're absolutely correct. So we have been up to $1,780 today in gold. So what a move. So this is yesterday, and we were watching very closely with our Gold and Silver Club traders. Actually, some of a couple of our traders are on the call today. So welcome, guys. And we were all watching this very closely. So 5:30 yesterday, we started to get volatility come in right before 5:30, about 20 past 5, 25 past 5. The price suddenly started to drop. And we'll go over that. It actually presented some fantastic entry opportunities for both gold and silver. I mean, silver actually came down to test the Fibonacci level, which it then bounced right off. And then within, you had to be quick. You literally had a window of probably about a minute or so to get into the trade, or just a couple of minutes until the price just absolutely flew to the upside. But then we did get some breakout trades as well. So massive moves yesterday on gold and silver's initial reaction. And it's always worth, if you're going to be trading gold, silver, to have all the Federal Reserve dates when they're going to be speaking, the FOMC minutes, anytime Ben Bernanke is going to be talking, have those in your diary. As a gold and silver trader, these are huge moves. For most of the week, the market's been quiet, and then yesterday was just monster moves, which you can absolutely profit from. So you need to have those in your diary. Okay, so here we go. QE3 was announced. So this was the move that we had yesterday when QE3 was announced. Look at that. That's a 30-minute time frame, and that's what we saw over the course of, that's about 45 minutes. So the price absolutely running. QE3 launched. We were highly anticipating this. We were absolutely set up to trade this. If there was going to be a breakout in price, we could trade that to really maximize. So here we go. Gold and silver spike on QE3. Spot gold. Yesterday we got up to $1,764 per ounce when this that was around about 7 o'clock. So we were still waiting on more information to come through and Q&A from Ben Bernanke. Spot silver up to 34.38, and you'll notice something very interesting here, that silver broke out, and we touched that exact Fibonacci level that we were looking at there, 34.78. We got right up to it, so it was a perfect move and an opportunity to take profit at that level. We didn't actually manage to break that level until the Asian session, and we're only just above that at the moment. And gold, exact touch of more or less of the Fibonacci level as well, at 1770. Perfect level again. If you're day trading, perfect level to take profit. Obviously, if you're in a longer term trade, you may wish to be trading that on a longer term basis or trade the breakout from that level. But that was a perfect move for a day trade. You can actually see there, so we went down, tested the 1721 Fibonacci level, huge move to the upside. So more or less a $50, 500 point move if you guys are trading off Alpari, where we're moving on the cents on gold instead of the dollar. So it's a huge move. So absolutely fantastic gains yesterday. Okay, so top trades of the week. So this is something that we're going to be covering every week, guys. So we're going to be doing on a weekly basis, Friday mornings. Please do join us, 11 o'clock. We'll be going over the top trades of the week. So top trades of the week. Can you guess what the top trades of the week were? Well, yeah, pretty much the Federal Reserve announcements yesterday were the top trades. Absolutely huge moves. We're going to go through those very shortly on the MetaTrader platform. But essentially, yeah, the trades we had yesterday, we had some huge gains. So we had a $50 move in gold yesterday, which was, using just price action, was very tradable. And silver as well, we had the low was 32.70, and we got up to 34. So it was a 200-point move or $2 move on silver. So those were definitely the best trades of the week. Okay, so let's go back to some live market technical analysis, and then we will start to have a look at what we can expect for the week ahead. So what we're looking at the moment, so right now we're looking at silver, and we're just looking at Fibonacci at the moment, and here you can see silver is actually, we had that move yesterday, so actually I'll tell you what, you can see where silver actually is bumping its head against this resistance level here, right? So 34.78. That's the Fibonacci level, and we can see, if you were in a trade yesterday, essentially, this was the ideal move for you to have taken, or even lower if you can get a better entry price on that. But it's that whole Fibonacci move. So we've just done a Fibonacci to Fibonacci move, and you can see there where we've actually, the price is it's pretty much pinpoint accuracy there. I mean, this isn't a line I've drawn on this morning. This is a Fibonacci level which has been generated from another high. So, they're acting very well in this market. So here with silver, we can see at the moment, this is the resistance level here. We keep hitting our head against it. So whether we are now going to see, it will be interesting. We're coming to the end of the week. The price has continued really to respect that level. We haven't, sometimes when you have such a huge move to the upside, you'll see the price immediately profit taking and the price will come all the way back down again. We haven't seen that. Obviously QE3 has been announced, so this is following through to the degree there where a lot of traders are still holding on to their positions. They're not selling. And now be interested really on silver to see if we're going to get a breakout now from this level, from 34.78, and whether we're going to start coming up to test these other levels here. So we've got 35, and then the next one above that is going to be 37. So these are potentially the moves. I mean, if we do get another breakout to the upside, this is potentially, I mean, we've got quite a way to go until we get to 50, but potentially we could get back to 37, the highs of February last year. Actually, gold's interesting. Gold's actually back almost at the highs of February, so silver to match that would need to be back at 37. So there's no real major news coming out today, so we're probably going to see the markets fairly quiet, consolidating, maybe a slight grinding upwards. It really will depend if we get enough momentum to actually push past that Fibonacci level. So right now, I mean, the trade was obviously yesterday. So this is, the traders are just consolidating at the moment. So that's what's going on with silver right now. So we take a look at gold. Gold, similar story, except gold was a lot easier, or a lot more, your alerts, well, if you're trading off Fibonacci or price action, this is where we had our alerts going off in this area here. And you can see on these pretty tight stops you could have put on this trade. So we actually got down to our target areas where we looked to, where we were looking very interested in taking trades from, and we were able to ride that entire trade. Fantastic move for essentially, I mean, we hit our profit target. So this is what we were looking at here yesterday. But it was a quick move. You had to be quick in order to get into it, but it was a fantastic move. And then at the moment, we are actually slightly breaking out. So we got this 1770 Fibonacci level, and we are starting to see a bit of a breakout beyond that. At the moment, not much. I mean, we had a big move yesterday. So again, on gold, we're going to consolidate those gains because we had such a large move to the upside. But you can see there where a lot of traders would have taken profit. They were looking at this level. You can see it's now this resistance now seems to be providing some sort of support here. So perhaps this is going to be a new interim support level. And we may see the price just grind higher today. It's going to depend on, obviously not a lot's going to happen now. It's 11 o'clock until the US market comes online at 1 o'clock. And so we'll see if we get any further momentum there. We go out a little bit. I mean, you can see silver has absolutely, actually this is gold, but it's up at the moment on silver, sorry, on gold. Last 3 weeks, well actually last 3 months, over 10%. So from those lows of 15.30, if anybody got in on those, we never actually broke those lows. So here we were looking, if we had broken them, expect a big sell-off, but we actually held them. These lows were around the 15.30 level. So if anybody managed to catch that trade, so this was very supportive over the last 12 months. If anybody managed to get into those lows there, and is still in a longer-term position, some fantastic gains there. Same situation with silver. One of our traders actually, I'm sure he won't mind me mentioning his name, Mike Thornton. He also got into position on silver just above this support level. So we didn't break through 26. We tested it a lot of times. We got under 27 a lot of times over the summer months, but we didn't break it. And we've actually had a very large move now. So we've almost moved. We're up to 34, so about an 800-point move from the lows of 26 within a pretty short period of time. So we've gone up to this level here since pretty much I think it was just the end of June. So some very interesting moves on silver as well we're looking at the moment. So we are looking at potential. We're interested to see what's going to happen with silver now, if we're going to continue the momentum to the upside or consolidate, but probably today there's no major news coming out. So we would expect just maybe some consolidation right now. Okay, here we go. And then I'm going to go on to, let's have a look. So we're going to have a look at crude oil. So wow, crude oil, another big move. So we've actually finally broken out of this this trading range here. So okay, here we go. Actually, let's go out to. You can see we hit a low of 88 in the summer months back in June. We've actually now rallied. Hell of a move if anybody managed to catch that low around the 88 level. But we've now broken out. You can see here where we've had supportive, we've had breakouts continually of Fibonacci levels. Here we had a breakout to the upside, and oil's been very, very telegraphic. Each time we've broken out a Fibonacci level, it's easily managed to make the next level up within a fairly short space of time. So each time we've had a breakout, we've then managed to get to the next level upwards. So again, price action very strong on oil. So I would expect, I mean, we're only about 80 or so points away from those if you're in this trade. So you can see this will be a natural profit target for a lot of traders, 1838. Now that we've broken out of 1531, and now that we've broken out of the previous highs there of around 1658. So the momentum is continuing upwards, and I think we're actually at, what highs are we at now? So we're back at the highs of May last year, yeah. So we're back at those highs currently. Okay, so let's just quickly take you back. So that's some live market analysis there. So going on to next week, what we're looking at. So on Tuesday we have Australian dollar monetary policy minutes, which that's going to be quite in the early hours. But if any of you do trade the commodity pairs and trade the Australian dollar, it's called the commodity pair, Australian US dollar, because it tends to follow or correlate very strongly to gold. Wednesday is going to be quite an interesting day. So that's Japanese yen monetary policy statement, Bank of Japan press conference. So it could offer quite a lot of volatility, especially for Japanese yen. And then Thursday, we could see quite a lot of movement as well. We've got the Spanish 10-year bond auction, and European Central Bank President Draghi speaks. So obviously that will affect the euro, and the euro affects the prices of commodities. So generally speaking, if the dollar is weak, commodities will rally and rise, and euro will gain strength. And if the euro is weak, then you will find that commodities tend to sell off as well. So it does affect the markets, and we will be interested in that. At the moment, we are very interested in a lot of intraday trading, where we can take advantage of a lot of pullbacks in price. Obviously, the news which has come out now from QE3 is it's on the bullish side for gold and silver, and the follow-through that we've seen today, we haven't really seen too much profit taking, is quite encouraging. So do make sure you join us next week as well, when we're going to be doing more market analysis. We are just going to quickly direct you to, you can also go on our website, thegoldandsilverclub.com. On there, you can subscribe to our newsletter, so you will be kept updated with the latest news. You'll obviously be invited to FX Street webinars as well, which are conducted on a weekly basis. And any questions you've got at all, you can just send an email to myself and Nick at office@thegoldandsilverclub.com, or call us on 0207 193 0403.